With more than 12% of Kern County now out of work, this holiday season is posing special challenges for many because wish lists often take a back seat to basic needs. And while the workers themselves have to face the frustrations of being unemployed, their children also have to cope. Tonight, one family learning hard lessons about going on with normal life when life is anything but normal.
I'm getting more pressure than I was in junior high.
Keaton Harrison knew his first year of high school would be full of changes.
Kids with tattoos, kids smoking or something like that.
But a year ago, neither he nor his mom, Doreen, could ever have imagined how their lives would be turned upside down.
I always dreamed of having a perfect, life for him and always being able to provide for him.
For 15 years, the two called this small duplex home. And then the changes began.
I never, ever dreamed in a million years that this would happen to me.
Doreen lost her job. She developed health problems. By last Christmas, this small family had virtually nothing left. So Keaton chose to spend that holiday raking leaves in neighbors' yards.
Couldn't have a tree. I didn't have any money for Christmas, not a cent. So he went out all day long. He woke up about 8 o'clock in the morning and worked until about 3 that afternoon, and he made $57.
Which he then used to take his mom to Christmas dinner. But that holiday would be their last in this home. On New Year's Day, they were evicted. Within a few months, everything was gone.
All we had was just 2 bags of clothes. I had my clothes and my son's clothes. We had lost everything else.
Only Keaton's closest friends know just how much all of those changes altered Keaton's life. Or know that now when he boards the bus after school, he's taking a long ride.
Sometimes, the buses, they don't always run on schedule.
And an even longer walk home to the Bakersfield Homeless Center.
That'll be like the worst day of my life.
Their first night here, still a painful memory.
Just walking in as a teenager, it's just...
I pictured it like jail or something, just a lot of chaos and, real rough people, And boy, was I wrong. When I got here, I was really surprised. The women here and the men, they're exactly like I was.
Since that day, the two have learned to adapt. Have you been surprised by how little you can get by with?
Very. You can get by with very little.
Today, they share a set of bunk beds and 2 small lockers for what few possessions they have left.
I have a nice warm bed I can go to, and blankets and pillows and stuff, and I have that's pretty much really it.
But instead of counting their losses,
I want to thank you for a warm meal every day, Lord, a bed to sleep on, a roof over our head, Lord, Father God.
these two are more likely to count their blessings. Why do you have such a good attitude about everything? You seem to take all of this in stride, and it must be an awful lot on your plate at one time.
Mostly it's just Jesus. It's just Jesus Christ. I really keep my faith in, and He's just helped me through so much adversity.
What's remarkable about Keaton is the fact that he is able to go ahead and look past it all.
Social worker Ramona Delos says this teen is determined to find the silver lining.
It's kind of interesting seeing him take, the mentor role as far as, looking out for some of the smaller children here.
And he's turned into his mother's biggest cheerleader.
Telling his mom that, they're going to make it. Being there, he's, that uplifting spirit that, a lot of families just don't have.
This is what I'm thinking. Get her a little apartment or a little studio and sleep out in the parking lot of my car.
That's what he told us.
Silly. He's silly.
A teen trying to keep a light heart from the time he goes to bed until he gets up and faces another day.
I think people need to be aware of, just how easy it can happen. Somewhere you have to learn how to budget, and you really have to learn how to save. You really do for hard times like this.
Are you at all concerned what people might think after they see the story?
Most of them will put me down because it's just the environment these days, but I won't really think any different. I'm just going to feel like, I actually got to do this and share my, my mind and share what I think. And
And Keaton is hardly an isolated case, according to the State Department of Education. In 2007, Kern County had almost 2,000 students who were classified as homeless. Just 4 years later, that number jumped to more than 4,500.